Hey everyone, welcome back to Parent Story Hour. Today I have a story from Frog and Toad, our friends, and the name of the story is Spring. And I think that a lot of you will be able to relate to this, especially this year in particular. So here we go. Frog ran up the path to Toad's house. He knocked on the front door. There was no answer. "Toad, Toad," shouted Frog. "Wake up, it's spring." "Blah," said a voice from inside the house. "Toad, Toad," cried Frog. "The sun is shining, the snow is melting, wake up." "I am not here," said the voice. So here's Frog. Notice there's a little bit of snow still on the roof, but Toad's not having it. Frog walked into the house. It was dark. All the shutters were closed. "Toad, where are you?" called Frog. "Go away," said the voice from the corner of the room. Toad was lying in bed. He had pulled the covers over his head. Frog pushed Toad out of bed. He pushed him out of the house onto the front porch. Toad blinked in the bright sun. "Help," said Toad, "I cannot see anything." "Don't be silly," said Frog. "What you see is the clear, warm light of April, and it means we can begin a whole new year together, Toad." "Think of it," said Frog. "We'll skip through the meadows and run through the woods and swim through the river. In the evenings, we'll sit right here on the front porch and count the stars." "You can count them, Frog," said Toad. "I will be too tired. I'm going back to bed." There they are. Frog the dreamer. Toad went back into the house. He got into bed and pulled the covers over his head again. "But Toad," cried Frog, "you'll miss all the fun." "Listen, Frog," said Toad, "how long have I been asleep?" "You've been asleep since November," said Frog. Does that sound familiar? We've been in our houses for that long. "Well then," said Toad, "a little more sleep will not hurt me. Come back again and wake me up 1/2 May. Again, I can totally relate to that. "Good night, Frog." "But Toad," said Frog, "I will be lonely until then." Toad did not answer. He had fallen asleep. Frog looked at Toad's calendar. The November page was still on top. Frog tore off the November page and December and January and February and March and came to the April page. And oh my gosh. I'm sorry. Okay. Sorry about that. And he tore off the April page too. Then Frog ran back to Toad's bed. "Toad, wake up, it's May now." "What?" said Toad. "Can it be May so soon?" "Yes," said Frog, "look at your calendar." Toad looked at the calendar. The May page was on top. "Why, it is May," said Toad as he climbed out of bed. Then he and Frog ran outside to see how the world was looking in spring. Now, again, we pretty much have just ripped off our calendar pages until now. The story is prophetic, really, I think. And it was written a long time ago. Anyway, that was Spring from Frog and Toad, our friends. Sorry about the wind out here today. Hope everyone is staying sane and healthy, and we will see you tomorrow on Parent Story Hour.